become better. Make your microphone and video off. Now it is not needed. Only slides will be visible. Whenever I am asking questions, if you want to answer, then you can unmute and you can ask. So our lecture will be better. There will be no disturbance. Okay, all of you keep your video and mic off. If you want to ask any question or I am asking you question, you want to give answer, so you can unmute and tell me the answer. Now see, our first chapter is measurement. In that we are going to, first thing we are going to study physical quantity. After that we will be studying fundamental and derived quantity. Then we will be going to study about units, errors, types of errors. So the first thing we are going to study about this physical quantity. Now, what is our physical quantity? See, if I come in our daily life, if you come and you can measure something, then that is called physical quantity. Now, if I ask you, okay, what you can measure, suppose you can measure this, let us see what are the things you can measure. You can measure the mass, you can measure the length, you can measure the time, you can measure the area, you can measure the volume. So if I ask you in our daily life what you can measure, suppose you take only about yourself. So about your only self, if you can measure, then what you can measure? You can measure your height, you can measure your mass. So when you measure your height, that means you are measuring your length. When you measure your weight, that means you are measuring your mass. Then also to some extent you are measuring your time also. That what time you have taken the birth and you have come in 2020. So what is, how much time you have spent? How much time you have spent from your birth to now in second. So you can also measure your time. So that means mass. About yourself, if I want to ask, let us take one student now, Danish. So I will ask you, what are the quantities you can measure? So you will say that I can measure my weight, I can measure my height, I can measure my time. So when I ask you, what do you mean by your time? That is from what time you have taken the birth and today, that is 2020. How much seconds you have spent in this planet Earth, so you can measure that. So whenever any things we can measure, like you are sitting in your room, so you can measure your area, you can measure the volume of your room, you can measure how much current is flowing in your house, you can measure how much voltage is there in your house. So these are the things which you can measure. Suppose you are lifting some weight, so how much work you are doing in lifting the weight, so that is the work you can measure. Then you can measure your power. Power means what? Suppose like you want to lift the weight up, then how fast you can lift the weight up, then that depends upon your power. So if you can lift the weight up very fast, that means you are more powerful. Like suppose two of your friends are there, they are playing games, you want to go to fifth floor of this building, and both of you have decided that you have to go to fifth floor. So both of you start climbing the staircase, and who will reach first at the fifth floor, he will be having more power. That means you can measure your power also. So this way, any quantity if you measure, then these quantities are called physical quantity. So our first chapter, that is physical quantity, that means any quantity which we can measure and we can express them in numbers and unit, then these things are called physical quantity. So very simple, what are the things you can measure? That is mass, length, time, area, volume, density, current, voltage, work, power, and many. That means there are many physical quantities which you can measure. So let me say, what do you mean by mass? As I've said, weight of anything is called mass. If you take of yourself only, and you will ask what I can measure of myself, so you can measure your mass, you can measure your height, you can measure the time, how much time you have spent on this planet Earth from the birth time to 2020. You can measure the area of your room. You can measure the volume of your room. You can measure the density. You can measure how much current is flowing in your house, how much voltage is there, how much work you are doing to lifting one object from ground to some height. Then what is the power? As I've said, you can measure your power. Like you can start the stopwatch, you can time yourself. Suppose you want to go to fifth floor, then you start running the staircase. You see how much time you take to reach at the fifth floor. Or you take a competition with your friend and you ask them, okay, let us go to the fifth floor. So both of you start running. So who will run, who can reach the fifth floor first, he will be having more power, so he is more powerful. So that way we measure the power. Same way we measure the power of our motor pump. Suppose we want to fill the tank with water, our tank is in the terrace, then the pump will try to lift the water up to the fifth floor. To which pump will lift the water up very fast in the fifth floor? I will say that it is having more powerful. That pump is more powerful. Okay, and I will halt over here and I will ask all the students, are you following what I am telling?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very,
sir.
very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so any one of you can answer. What do you mean by physical quantity?
Sir,
Anyone?
any quantity which can be measured is called quantity.
Yes,
Physical
it's
quantity.
called physical quantity.
Quantity.
Now, for example, mass. If I suppose I am taking only of myself, I stand on the weighing machine, and the weighing machine is showing 50 kilogram. Then
So
that
it is
uh,
physical quantity.
yes, it should have both number and unit. So if you measure anything and if you can express in both number and unit, then it is called physical quantity. So anything if you are measuring and you can write in both numbers and unit, you can express both in numbers and unit, then that is called physical quantity. For example, I will tell my mass is 55 kilogram. Then that mass 55 kilogram is a physical quantity. Why it is a physical quantity? Because you have expressed in both numbers and unit. So anything if you can express in both numbers and unit, then only it is called physical quantity. Suppose I am standing and I am telling my height is 150 centimeter. Then that means you are telling, you are expressing both in numbers and unit. That is 150 is the number, unit is centimeter. So suppose I am telling my time of the birth is 1 lakh second from the time of the birth to year 2020. If you are telling the time in seconds, then it is called as a physical quantity, because you are giving number and unit. So whenever you give both number and unit, then it is called physical quantity. I will tell my area of the room is, suppose I am telling where I am sitting, their area of the room is 1000 square meter. Then you are giving both number and unit. 1000 is the number and unit is meter square. For the area we are giving unit meter square. For the time we are giving unit second. For the length we are giving unit meters. For the mass we are giving unit kilogram. Suppose I am sitting in the room, I am telling volume of my room is 30 meter cube. Then 30 is the number and unit is meter cube. So I am writing this physical quantity in both number and unit. Therefore, this volume is called physical quantity. Area is called physical quantity because I am giving both number and unit. When anything you are giving both number and unit, then that is called physical quantity. So what is the condition for physical quantity? That it should be measurable. Measurable means you must write them in both numbers and unit. So any quantity if you write in both numbers and unit, then it is called physical quantity. For example, I will tell that current going in my tube light is 30 amperes. So current which is going in my tube light is 30 amperes. So 30 and unit. So when you write anything in both numbers and unit, then it is called as a physical quantity. For example, I will say that in my house is working on 220 volts. So 220 is the number and volts is the unit. Anything if you are writing in both numbers and unit, then it is called physical quantity. Now, for example, I will tell smell, taste, color, then all these things I will not write in numbers and unit. Whatever I am looking in the nature, like I am telling I am getting a smell. So smell I cannot write in numbers and unit. So then it is non-physical quantity. If I write about taste, what is taste? Taste you cannot in numbers and unit. So taste is a non-physical quantity. So smell, taste, colors, which you cannot express in numbers and unit, these are called non-physical quantity. So anything which you can write in both numbers and unit, these are only called physical quantity. So any quantity which you can measure and you can write them in both numbers and unit, then they are called as physical quantity. But anything if you cannot write in numbers and unit, then they are called as non-physical quantity. Now, if I ask about this physical quantity, then how many physical quantities are there? There are many physical quantity: mass, length, time, current, voltage, area, volume, work, power, pressure, surface tension, viscosity. Many of the physical quantities are there. Like if I tell you how many names are there, many names are there. Abdul is there, Nadeem is there, Harish is there, Peter is there, John is there. So that way, if I ask you how many physical quantities are there, so many physical quantities are there in the world. So what these scientist people they have done, they are telling that we cannot remember the name of all these physical quantity. So let us keep some of the physical quantity as fundamental. Fundamental means it is basic. So what do you mean by basic quantity? Physical quantity which can be measured directly and they do not depend upon other quantity for its measurement. They have kept this as fundamental. So first of all, we are studying what is physical quantity. Any quantity which you can measure, that is called physical quantity. But how many physical quantities are there in science? There are many physical quantities which I cannot count. Like if I ask you, how many names are there in this world? Many names are there. Okay, myself name is Harish, Danish, Moin, Peter, John. So same way, how many physical quantities are there in universe? There are many physical quantity. So what these scientist people they have done to make science very simple. Some quantity they are keeping as basic. For example, mass, length, and time. Like if I tell you any name if I am removing, suppose I am removing the name of John, John, then I will remove from the alphabet 26 alphabets which we are learning, A, B, C, D up to Z. Up to Z there are 26 alphabets. So if you remove the name John, so you will remove that from 26 alphabets. Suppose how the child learning English language. First, he has to learn ABCD. So ABCD has been kept as basic. So that is kept basic, and then you go on making words like apple, APPLE. It is removed from basic. Ball, BALL. So BAL. These are the three basic words. Basic words we are using, and that we have removed from that 26 alphabets from A to Z. So same way the scientist people also thought that if we want to learn science, so first we will keep some basic. Like if you want to learn English, suppose now you are teaching any person English, then first you will start with basic. What is your basic? You will teach him A, B, C, D, Z. So first you will teach him basic. And then you will tell him, I can make words from this basic like apple, APPLE. So this APLE, these are the four basic words, basic letters which are coming, APLE. So that will come from these 26 alphabets, APLE. So that way, first you will make him to learn basic A to Z, and you will tell that any word, apple, ball, I can make from these basic 26 letters. So let us learn basic first A to Z. So same way in our science, they kept some things as basic: mass, length, time. Then they thought we can remove anything from them. Suppose I want to make area, then area is length into breadth. So you will find that to make this area, I require basic, that is length. So from length you can make this area. Same way, if I want to make this speed, then speed is made from distance and time. Distance divided by time. So I am using this basic, that is distance and time. So whenever you are making use of this basic, then you can make any of this physical quantity. Like I am making speed, I am making area. So as I've said, okay, if you want to make the name, suppose ball, BALL, so I have to make it from basic. My basic from A to Z. So from that basic, I will choose B, then I will take A, then I will take L, and I will make that word BALL, ball. So same way, if I want to make this area, then I will choose this length and I will multiply this length 2 times, I will get area. Suppose I want to make this word, that is speed, then I will take this distance and I will take this distance, I will keep in the numerator, I will divide by time and I will get speed. So this way, by making use of the basic, I can make any of the derived quantity. So as I've said, okay, anybody, suppose you are going to teach English, so first you will teach him basic. What is our basic? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and up to Z you will teach him the basic, and then you will tell him you can make any word from this basic, like apple. If I want to make apple, I will take my 3 basic words A, P, L, E. These are the 4 basic letters I will take and I will make my word apple. If I want to make ball, then I will take B, A, L. These are the 3 basic letters I will take, B, A, L, and I will make that word, that is ball. So by making use of the basic, you can make any of the word. So same way in our science, we are keeping 3 as the basic: mass, length, time. Then using this basic, you can make many physical quantity. You can make speed. For speed, you require these 2 basic, length and time. Take length in the numerator, divide by time, you will get speed. Suppose I want to make area, then I will take this length, I will multiply length by 2 times, I will get area. So this way, in our science, there are many physical quantity. So some are called basic. Basic means they are independent. They will not depend upon anything. But some are called as derived. Means what? They will depend on basic, that is mass, length, time. Let me give you another example, like maths. When we want to study maths, then first of all, we must study our basic. What is our basic? Our basic are numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That way there are 10 digits. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are the 10 digits we have to learn first. When you learn these 10 basic digits, then you can make any numbers from them. I can make number 21. So I am taking my basic 2 and 1. I can make the number 10. I am taking my basic 1 and 0. I can make the number 36. I am taking my basic number 3 and 6. So using these basic numbers, I can make any of my numbers. So if I ask in mathematics, what are my basic numbers? My basic numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are my basic numbers. Then what are my derived numbers? My derived numbers are 10. My derived numbers are 20. My derived numbers are 31. My derived numbers are 40. So all these numbers are derived. If I ask you 22, then it is derived number. From which basic number it is made? It is made from basic number 2. If I tell you number 36, then it is derived number. Which 2 basic numbers you have used? 3 and 6. If I tell you 96, 96 is a derived number. Which two basic numbers I have taken? I have taken the number 9 and 6. If I tell you 786, it is a derived number. From which basic numbers I have taken? 786. If I tell you a number 420, it is a derived number. It is taken from which basic numbers? 420. So if you want to teach maths to anybody, then you must start from your basic numbers. Which are your basic numbers? That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This way 10 basic numbers you will teach. Suppose you are a teacher, you are teaching any student maths. So you will start from basic numbers. You will teach him what are the basic numbers: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you will teach that child ke how these are the basic numbers. From this I can make any number: 22, 36, 48, 58. I will make all these numbers from basic. Even like you are teaching English to anybody. So what teach in the school, first the child has to learn. He has to learn basic. That is what: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Z. So basic alphabets is learned. So when basic things are learned, then he can make any name from them. Suppose I am telling him to make the name apple. Then he will tell A, P, P, L, E is apple. So which are the basic alphabets used over there? A, P, L, E. Suppose I am telling you make the word ball. Which are the basic words used over there? B, A, L. So using these basic alphabets, I can make any of the word. So therefore, whenever you want to teach English, first we will teach him basic, that is A, B, C, D up to Z. So these are the 26 basic alphabets you make him to learn. Then any of the words you can make: apple, ball, Danish, John, Peter, are made from basic. So that way the science people, they found that in nature how many physical quantities are there? Many. So what they did, they kept these 3S basic: mass, length, time. And they said all these physical quantity we can make from basic. For example, I want to make area, then I have to multiply this length with 2 times. Area is length into breadth. Suppose I want to make speed, then I will take distance upon time and I can make this speed. So this way any quantity you can make from this basic. So any quantity if you are making and you make from these basic quantities, then these are called as the derived quantity. So if you come to derived quantity, how many derived quantities we are having? We are having many derived quantity. For example, area, volume, and all these quantities are derived. So first thing what we are studying, कि any quantity which can be measured directly and which will not depend upon other quantity for its measurement. So these are called as fundamental quantity. In them there is mass, length, time, and any physical quantity which will depend upon the fundamental quantity for its measurement, it is called derived quantity. So example is area, volume, speed. Suppose I want to measure area, it is length into breadth. Suppose I want to measure volume, it is length into breadth into height. Again I have to come to this basic quantity. If I want to measure speed, then it is distance upon time. Again you have to depend upon this basic quantity, distance and time. So therefore these are called as derived quantity. Yes. I hope it is understood. Yes. Any
Yes,
of
sir.
the students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I have said
Yes,
to
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
Now, as I have said to you, okay, if I ask you how many names are there in the world, there are many names. So if I ask you how many physical quantities are there in science, there are many physical quantity: mass, length, time, current, voltage, length. There are many physical quantities. So what the science people did, they kept some quantity as basic or fundamental, and some they kept as derived. So what they kept as fundamental, they kept mass, length, time as fundamental. and they said all other quantities we can remove from them. Suppose I want to make area, then area is length into breadth. So I have to multiply length 2 times. Suppose I want to make speed, then speed is distance divided by time. So I will need basic quantity, that is length and time. Length divided by time will give you the speed. So suppose I want to measure volume, so length into breadth into height. So I have to multiply length 3 times. So therefore that is also called derived. So whenever you want to measure any physical quantity and you need basic quantities, then these quantities are called derived. So derived means what? You will take the help of basic quantity. Like suppose I am telling you word ball. So ball is derived. Why? Because it is taking help of the letters B, A, L. So ball is derived. Suppose I am telling you apple. Apple is derived. Why? Because it is taking help of basic alphabets A, P, L, E. Suppose I am telling you cat, C, A, T, cat. So it is taking help of basic C, A, T. So therefore it is called derived. So whenever I call derived, derived means what? It is taking help of basic. It is depending upon other things. So these are called derived. But if I tell you A is basic because it is not taking help of anything. If I tell you word B is basic because it is not taking help of anything. C is basic, it is not taking help of anything. But if I look at the word dog, then dog is derived because it is taking help of basic D-O-G, dog. So it is taking help of basic. Anything if you go to measure and it is taking help of basic, then it is called derived. But anything which is not taking help of anything, like D is independent, O is independent, G is independent, anything which is independent and which is not taking help of anything, then it is called as the basic or fundamental. So if I ask you in English, how many basic alphabets are there? There are 26 basic alphabet, A, B, C, D. So why these are called basic? Because they are independent. They are not taking help of anything. Anything which is independent, which is not taking help of anything, it is called basic. So our A, B, C, D up to Z, these 26 alphabets, these are basic. They are independent. They are not taking help of anything. Same thing if you come in maths. What are the independent numbers? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. These are basic. These are independent. They are not taking help of anything. But if I come to number 26, then it is taking help of the number 2 and 6. So it is derived. 26 means it is made from the number 2 and 6. So it is derived number. Suppose I tell you number 38, then it is derived number because it is taking the help of the number 3 and 8. Suppose I am telling you number 100, then it is derived number. It is taking help of the number 1 and 0. So any numbers if you are making and you are making from basic numbers, then these numbers are called as derived numbers. So any number if you will make and you will take help of the basic numbers or you will derive it from the basic numbers, then these numbers are called as derived numbers. Any word if you are making and it is taking help of these basic alphabets or basic words, then these words are called as derived word. Apple, ball, cat, dog. So all these are derived words because they are taking help of this basic. Basic means what? Independent. A, B, C, D. Yes. All these are independent. They are not depending upon anything. Suppose numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are basic. They are independent. So same if we come in science, mass, length, time. These are independent. They will not take help of anything. But if I talk about the speed, speed is taking help. That is, it is taking the help of distance and time. Distance divided by time. So by taking this distance and time, by taking help of this length and time, you are making speed. So therefore speed it is called derived. What about area? Area is also taking the help of length. That is 2 times you have to multiply length, you will get area. So volume is length into breadth into height. So you are taking the help of this length. 3 times you are multiplying this length and you are making this physical quantity volume. So all these are called derived quantity. So what is our physical quantity? Any quantity which you can measure, that is called physical quantity. So if I ask you how many physical quantities are there are many physical quantity. Like if I ask you how many words are there are many words. Ram is there, Mohan is there, Danish is there, Abdul is there. That way many words are there. So same way, if I ask you how many physical quantities are there are many physical quantity. So how they are doing in science? Okay, they are keeping some things as the basic. So they kept this mass. Mass means matter. Length means space and time. Mass, length, time, they are telling that we will keep it as basic. They are independent. They will not take help of anything. And about area, speed, volume, power, work, all these things are derived. They will take help of this physical quantity. So any quantity if you want to measure, and if you are taking help of these basic quantities, then these quantities are called as derived. So look carefully, what is the definition of derived quantity? Physical quantity which depends on one or more of its fundamental quantity. Physical quantity which depends on one or more of the fundamental quantity for its measurement, it is called derived quantity. That means this quantity, if I want to measure, I have to take help of this quantity. So whenever any quantity, if I want to make, I have to take help of this basic quantity, then it is called a derived quantity. For example, speed is a derived quantity, volume is a derived
सर आपकी आवाज ना अटक अटक के आ रही है.
quantity,
Yes, sir.
area is a derived
Sir,
quantity.
आवाज अटक रही है.
हाँ, सब लोग अपना माइक जो है थोड़ा वो बंद रखो, माइक और आपका ये जो है वीडियोस को बंद रखो. हाँ, और नेक्स्ट टाइम से मैं थोड़ा उसके बारे में ये करूंगा कि कॉलेज से मैं लेक्चर लेता हूँ तो वो बराबर हो जाएगा. हाँ, अभी सबको आ रहा है आवाज क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
यस सर आया.
Yes, sir.
क्या होता है कि हाँ, अगर आप लोगों ने आपका वीडियो ऑन कर दिया या माइक को आपने ऑन कर दिया तो ये डिस्टरबेंस होने वाला है. अगर आप सभी लोगों ने आपका माइक और ये वीडियो को बंद रखा है तो आपको बराबर से क्लियर सुनाई देगा, आवाज भी आपको बराबर साफ आएगी. हाँ, तो मैं आप लोगों को क्या बता रहा हूँ कि जैसे कि आपने कोई, अगर आप लोगों को इंग्लिश पढ़ना है तो 26 जो वर्ड्स रहते हैं उसको उन्होंने बेसिक रखा हुआ है. ABCD अप टू Z, इसको बेसिक रखा हुआ है. तो ये बेसिक को लेके हम लोग कोई भी वर्ड बना सकते हैं, जैसे कि एप्पल बना सकते हैं, बॉल बना सकते हैं, कैट बना सकते हैं. तो इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है? मान लो अगर आप बॉल बना रहे हो तो आपको बेसिक का हेल्प लेना पड़ेगा, BAL. अगर आप कैट बना रहे हो तो आपको बेसिक का हेल्प लेना पड़ेगा, CAT. अगर आप डॉग बना रहे हो तो आपको बेसिक का हेल्प लेना पड़ेगा, DOG. तो अगर आप कोई वर्ड बना रहे हो और अगर आपको बेसिक की हेल्प लगती है तो उस वर्ड को हम क्या बोलते हैं? डिराइव वर्ड. तो वैसे हम मैथ्स में भी सोच सकते हैं कि मैथ्स पढ़ते टाइम हम लोग क्या करते हैं, पहले हम बेसिक नंबर्स पढ़ते हैं, 0, 1, 2, 3, 9. तो ये बेसिक नंबर्स क्या रहते हैं, इसको किसी की हेल्प नहीं लगती. जैसे कि नंबर 1 है, वो इंडिपेंडेंट है. क्या वो नंबर 1 2 के ऊपर डिपेंड है? क्या वो नंबर 1 0 के ऊपर डिपेंड है? नहीं, वो खुद का है 1. अगर हम
Yes,
बोलते हैं
sir.
नंबर 5 तो नंबर 5 खुद का नंबर 5 है, वो किसी और नंबर पे डिपेंड नहीं है. लेकिन आप अगर सोचते हो नंबर 23 तो वो बेसिक के ऊपर डिपेंड है 2 और 3. तो उसको ये दो बेसिक नंबर लगेंगे. अगर मैं बोलता हूँ 23 बनाना है तो आपको दो बेसिक नंबर लगेंगे, 2 और 3. तो उस नंबर को आप बोलोगे डिराइव नंबर. अगर मैं बोलता हूँ आपको नेम बनाने का है डॉग, तो डॉग बनाने के लिए आपको D की हेल्प लगेगी, O की हेल्प लगेगी, G की हेल्प लगेगी. अगर
Yes,
मैं
sir.
बोलूंगा आपको वर्ड बनाने का है कैट तो आपको C का हेल्प लगेगा, आपको A का हेल्प लगेगा, आपको T का हेल्प लगेगा. तो जिस वर्ड्स बनाने को आपको किसी चीज की हेल्प लगती है, मतलब वो उसके दूसरों के ऊपर डिपेंड रहता है. कैट बनाने को आपको C के ऊपर डिपेंड होना पड़ेगा, A के ऊपर डिपेंड होना पड़ेगा, T के ऊपर डिपेंड होना पड़ेगा. तो जो कोई आप वर्ड बना रहे हो और अगर आपको दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंड होना है तो उस वर्ड्स को हम बोलते हैं डिराइव वर्ड. और अगर आप कोई नंबर बना रहे हो और वो नंबर बनाने में आपको अगर हेल्प लगती है बेसिक नंबर्स की, जैसे कि आप नंबर बना रहे हो 368, तो आपको 3 की जरूरत पड़ रही है, 6 की जरूरत पड़ रही है, 8 की जरूरत पड़ रही है, तो इन नंबर्स को हम बोलते हैं डिराइव्ड नंबर्स। तो वैसे ही फिजिक्स में उन्होंने क्या किया हुआ है, अगर आपने पढ़ा रहेगा स्पीड, स्पीड क्या है, डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम, तो आपको डिस्टेंस की हेल्प लग रही है, आपको टाइम की हेल्प लग रही है, तो स्पीड जो है वो एक डिराइव है। आप अगर तो वैसे ही जैसे हमने इंग्लिश में रखा हुआ है A to Z, तो ये 26 हमने बेसिक रखे हुए हैं। अगर आप मैथ्स पढ़ते हो तो 0 से लेके आपने 9 को बेसिक रखा हुआ है। तो वैसे ही अगर आप साइंस पढ़ते हो तो साइंस में भी कुछ चीजों को बेसिक रखी हुई है। तो 3 चीजों को बेसिक रखी हुई है, मास, लेंथ, टाइम। तो ये चीज किसी के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं रहता है, ये इंडिपेंडेंट रहता है, तो इसको किसी की हेल्प नहीं लगती है। तो मास, लेंथ, टाइम क्या चीज है, वो हमारे एबीसीडी की तरह है, वो इंडिपेंडेंट है। अगर मास, लेंथ, टाइम की आप बात करते हो और नंबर सिस्टम में जाते हो तो वो नंबर्स की तरह है, 0, 1, 2, 3, 9, तो वो इंडिपेंडेंट है, वो किसी के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं रहता है, उसको किसी की हेल्प नहीं लगती है। लेकिन अगर आप स्पीड बोलोगे तो आप देखते हो रनर रहता है, वो दौड़ता है 100 मीटर की रेस, तो 100 मीटर लेते हैं। मान लो कोई रनर है, अगर रनर दौड़ रहा है 100 मीटर, तो 100 मीटर तो वो दौड़ गया, तो उसको कितना टाइम लग गया दौड़ने में, मान लो 10 सेकेंड लग गया। तो आपको टाइम लगता है और आपको डिस्टेंस लगता है, तो उसका स्पीड कैसे निकालते हैं, डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम। तो डिस्टेंस कितना है 100 मीटर, टाइम कितना है 10 सेकेंड, तो उसकी स्पीड कितनी आ गई 10 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड। तो स्पीड को हेल्प लगती है डिस्टेंस और टाइम की। तो जिस चीज को मेजर करने के लिए आपको हेल्प लगेगी दूसरों चीजों की, उन चीजों को हम क्या बोलेंगे, डिराइव। और जिन चीजों को डिराइव, जिन चीजों को मेजर करने के लिए आपको दूसरी चीज की जरूरत नहीं लगती है, तो उनको आप बोलते हो फंडामेंटल। बेसिक मतलब वो फंडामेंटल है। जैसे नंबर्स है 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, वो फंडामेंटल है। अगर मैं बोलूंगा आपको नंबर बनाने का है 468, हाँ 468 अगर आपको नंबर बनाने का है तो आपको 4 की जरूरत पड़ती है, 6 की जरूरत पड़ती है, 8 की जरूरत पड़ती है। तो अगर ये नंबर्स की आपको जरूरत पड़ती है किसी नंबर को बनाने के लिए, उन नंबर को आप बोलोगे डिराइव नंबर्स। अगर मैं आपको बोलता हूं आपको नंबर बनाने का है 3500, तो 3500 बनाने का है तो आपको 3 की जरूरत पड़ेगी, 5 की जरूरत पड़ेगी, 0 की जरूरत पड़ेगी। ये 3 नंबर की आपको जरूरत पड़ेगी, 350। तो अगर इन नंबर्स को आपको जरूरत पड़ती है उस नंबर बनाने को, तो उसको बोलते हैं डिराइव। तो किसी चीज को बनाने के लिए अगर आपको बेसिक की जरूरत पड़ती है तो उसको हम बोलते हैं डिराइव। जैसे आप कैट बनाते हो तो आपको सी की जरूरत है, आपको ए की जरूरत है, आपको टी की जरूरत है, तो इसके लिए कैट ए डिराइव है, क्योंकि उसको आपको बेसिक की जरूरत पड़ती है। तो जिस चीज बनाने को आपको बेसिक की जरूरत लगेगी उनको आप बोलोगे डिराइव। अगर आप एप्पल बनाते हो तो आपको बेसिक की जरूरत लगेगी, APPLE। तो अगर कोई वर्ड आप बनाते हो और अगर आपको बेसिक की जरूरत पड़ती है तो उसको बोलते हैं डिराइव। तो वैसे ही साइंस में उन्होंने क्या किया हुआ है, अगर आप स्पीड बनाते हो तो आपको डिस्टेंस और टाइम की जरूरत पड़ती है। आप डिस्टेंस ऊपर रखोगे, टाइम को नीचे रखोगे, दोनों को डिवाइड करोगे, आपको स्पीड मिलेगा। अगर आप एरिया मापते हो तो एरिया हमने स्कूल में पढ़ा है लेंथ इंटू ब्रेथ, तो आपको लेंथ की जरूरत पड़ती है। तो इसके लिए एरिया को आप डिराइव बोलोगे, क्योंकि एरिया मापने को आपको हेल्प लगेगी, लेंथ की हेल्प लगेगी। स्पीड मापने के लिए आपको हेल्प लगेगी लेंथ और टाइम की। तो जिस चीज को मापने के लिए आपको किसी की हेल्प लगती है तो उस चीज को हम बोलते हैं डिराइव। लेकिन ऐसी कोई चीज है जिसको किसी की हेल्प नहीं लगती है तो उसको हम बोलेंगे फंडामेंटल। तो साइंस में उन्होंने क्या किया हुआ है, मास, लेंथ, टाइम, इनको फंडामेंटल रखा हुआ है। तो इन चीजों को बना के आप कोई भी चीज को माप सकते हो, एरिया बना सकते हो, आप वॉल्यूम बना सकते हो, आप डेंसिटी बना सकते हो, आप स्पीड बना सकते हो, आप फोर्स बना सकते हो। इन चीजों को लेके आप कोई भी फिजिकल क्वांटिटी को बना सकते हो। तो वैसे ही जैसे कि इंग्लिश में 26 वर्ड रखे हुए हैं, तो वो 26 वर्ड्स को लेके हम कोई भी वर्ड बना सकते हैं। जैसे ये मैथ्स में रखा हुआ है 0 to 9, तो इन नंबर्स को लेके हम कोई भी नंबर्स बना सकते हैं। तो वैसे ही आप अगर फिजिक्स की बात करते हो या साइंस की बात करते हो तो इन चीजों को बेसिक रखा हुआ है, मास, लेंथ, टाइम। तो इन चीजों को लेके मैं कोई भी चीज बना सकता हूँ, एरिया बना सकता हूँ, स्पीड बना सकता हूँ, वॉल्यूम बना सकता हूँ, वर्क बना सकता हूँ, पावर बना सकता हूँ, तो ऐसे कोई भी चीज को मैं बना सकता हूँ। तो इन चीजों को कहा गया है डिराइव। तो इसके लिए यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है कि फिजिकल क्वांटिटी विच डू नॉट डिपेंड अपॉन अदर क्वांटिटी, मतलब उसको किसी की हेल्प नहीं लगती है। जिसको किसी की हेल्प नहीं लगती है उसको हम बोलते हैं फंडामेंटल। तो फंडामेंटल को आप ऐसा सोच सकते हो कि वो ABCD तरह है, या वो नंबर 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 9 ऐसा है। तो इनको आप सोच सकते हो कि ये फंडामेंटल है। और जिसको जरूरत लगती है फंडामेंटल की तो उसको बोलते हैं डिराइव। तो हम डिराइव को कैसे सोच सकते हैं कि ये वर्ड्स की तरह है, कैट, डॉग, एप्पल, या ये नंबर्स की तरह है 728 368 348। तो इस डिराइव मतलब आपके साइंस में क्या डिराइव आएगा, एरिया आएगा, वॉल्यूम आएगा, स्पीड आएगा, वर्क आएगा, पावर आएगा। तो इन चीज को हम क्या बोलेंगे, डिराइव बोलेंगे।
डिराइव।
हाँ, तो अगर अभी आपको समझ में आ गया होता, आज के क्लास में हमने क्या पढ़ा हुआ है कि कोई भी चीज को आप मेजर कर सकते हो तो इसको आप बोलते हो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी। अगर आप घर की बात करते हो, हाँ आप घर पे रहते हो तो आप खाली आपकी तरफ देखो, आप आपका क्या मेजर कर सकते हो, आपकी आप हाइट मेजर कर सकते हो, यानी कि लेंथ को मेजर कर सकते हो, आपके मास को मेजर कर सकते हो, आपके टाइम के मेजर, हाँ टाइम के मेजर, आप टेम्परेचर को मेजर कर सकते हो, आपका
Yes, sir.
बॉडी का टेम्परेचर कितना है उस चीज को आप मेजर कर सकते हो।
Weight.
आपके घर
Weight.
पे अगर, हाँ वेट, घर पे अगर करंट फ्लो हो रहा है तो करंट को मेजर कर सकते हो, वोल्टेज को मेजर कर सकते हो, कोई मशीन है तो मशीन की पावर मेजर कर सकते हो। तो इनको हम बोलते हैं फिजिकल क्वांटिटी। अब इन फिजिकल क्वांटिटी अगर आप मेजर करने जाओगे तो ये बहुत सारे, अगर आप नंबर्स को मेजर करने जाओगे तो बहुत सारे, अगर आप वर्ड्स को करने जाओगे तो बहुत सारे वर्ड है। इसके लिए उन्होंने कुछ चीजों को उन्होंने बेसिक रखा हुआ है, जैसे कि हम इंग्लिश में बेसिक रखते हैं ABCD, मैथ्स में हम बेसिक रखते हैं 0 1 2 3 4। तो वैसे ही साइंस में उन्होंने मास, लेंथ, टाइम को बेसिक रखा हुआ है, बाकी सब चीज को
Derived.
क्या रखा हुआ है, डिराइव। सबको आ गया समझ में ये?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
यस, वेरी गुड। अभी मैं एक पूछूंगा
Yes, sir. Yes.
कि मास फंडामेंटल है कि डिराइव है?
Fundamental.
मास
Fundamental.
फंडामेंटल,
सर।
Fundamental.
फंडामेंटल।
हाँ, लेंथ
Fundamental.
फंडामेंटल, हाँ, स्पीड,
ड्राइव।
स्पीड क्या है, डिराइव।
Derived.
हाँ, तो जो चीज आप,
Right.
जो चीज को आप फंडामेंटल से बनाओगे
Right.
उसको आप क्या बोलोगे, डिराइव बोलोगे।
ड्राइव बोलेंगे सर।
ठीक है, हाँ डिराइव।
यस सर।
अभी आप सबको
Derive.
समझ में आ गया आज का क्लास? आज का क्लास
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
यस सर, समझ गया।
यस, वेरी गुड। अभी
Yes, sir.
नेक्स्ट क्लास इसी तरह आपको ज्वाइन करना है और मैं इसको और अच्छी
जी, sir.
तरह से आपको
Okay.
क्लियर कराता हूँ। हाँ, अभी मेरा दूसरा
जी, sir.
पीरियड है मैकेनिकल
sir.
के क्लास में। ओके, तो थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू कि आप लोग
Thank you, sir.
इधर क्लास में आए और लेक्चर सुने। थैंक्स फॉर यू।
Pleasure, sir.
और नेक्स्ट क्लास में मिलेंगे हम।
Hello.
अटेंडेंस मेरा आपका लेक्चर रिकॉर्ड हो गया, उसमें अटेंडेंस हो रहा है, देखो इधर। हाँ, उसमें पूरा ये दिख रहा है चैट बॉक्स में।
जी
तो
सर।
मैं क्लास से बाहर आता हूँ, ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
ओके,
ओके सर।
बाय।
बाय बाय।
अटेंडेंस सर। बाय सर।
रिकॉर्डिंग